Hi guys, today I want to talk about the Mirena IUD. This type of birth control was first brought up to me by the gynecologist who had found I had adenomyosis and understood I also had endometriosis. He said that this birth control could give me 85% of my life back, and I was really excited by that percentage that I said let's do it. So I want to say a few days after it was brought up, I had it put in. They dilated my cervix and they put this T-shaped plastic birth control into the uterus so that way it can release the progesterone over 3 to 5 years. So it stays in there for quite a long time. So I was really excited because I didn't have to take a pill every day. I didn't have to worry about a NuvaRing. To me it was just like, okay, 85% and I don't have to do anything for 3 to 5 years. This is a win-win. So it was great. I thought the pain when it was inserted was minimal. It was a 5 or 6. That's everything I go through, you know, on a day-to-day. So it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle. About a week after, I had the breakthrough bleeding that they had mentioned to me, and I actually started having an increase in pain, but I just associated it with the period symptoms. And it wasn't until probably a month and a half to 2 months into the Mirena experience that I just couldn't take the pain anymore. It was an 8 out of 10. This is coming from a girl who broke her arm in half and had it put back together. So it was really excruciating. I couldn't wear jeans. I couldn't walk straight. It was hard to get out of bed because I would get these sharp pains going right through it. And then I was also experiencing some severe depression with it. I just felt like I couldn't do this anymore. I was miserable with the life I was just having for over a year and a half. Why do I have to keep going through this? I just want this all to stop. And it wasn't until I turned to, you know, my friends and family and I was seeing a therapist and they all said, could this be the birth control? So I finally took a look at all the symptoms I was having. I was having these excruciating pains. I wasn't thinking like I normally would. And so I went to a midwife. She had suggested that the Mirena is not working for me. My body's trying to reject it. So I got an ultrasound done. Everything looked fine, so her theory just kind of stuck of, your body's just not doing what it's supposed to. And so I went to them after the ultrasound. There was a nurse that walked in and I had said, I want this out of me. I don't want to go through this anymore. And she told me, I'm sorry, everything looks fine, we just don't find it immediate to take it out. So I went to the doctor who had initially suggested it, and they weren't against it at all. They said, alright, we don't think it's the Mirena doing this, but we'll take it out because you want to. And I want to say a week after having it removed, all of my pain just started subsiding, and I wasn't thinking the way I was on the Mirena. It actually started calming down, and it wasn't until a month afterwards that all my emotions kind of stabilized again. So I do want to share this with you guys because if you're going through the same things, I want to hear it from you. I want you to know that you're not alone. And if you're having a great experience, I want you to share that as well because I feel like everyone should hear both sides of the story, you know? So from there, I just hope we can all just kind of discover and continue to recover together.